According to the Wisconsin Department of Motor Vehicles, the leading causes of deaths between 15 to 20-year-olds are car accidents, and most of these car accidents were from involving a distracted teenage driver. That being said, it is not only the teenagers that get distracted or get into car accidents, it is also adults, and then children die within those car accidents too because the adult or the parent or friend was distracted. According to the website distraction.gov, in 2011, 3,331 people were killed in a car accident involving a distracted driver. And just the previous year, in 2010, it was 3,627. That is a lot of people, don't you think? They also stated that texting and driving is the most serious, most alarming thing you could do during driving because it possesses all the main points. It's cognitive, manual, and visual. They also state that sending or receiving a text takes a driver's eyes away from the road for an average of 4.6 seconds. That might not seem like much, but think you're ahead, count to, let's just say 5 seconds, count to 5 seconds. That was a long time to take your eyes off the road. The equivalent of the 50 miles per hour of driving to the length of the actual entire football field line. So at any given daylight moment in America, about 660,000 drivers are using cell phones and using electronic devices while driving, a number that has held steady since 2010. One of the main reasons that drivers are distracted is because they're not cognitive while driving. So basically what it means, you're not fully alert, you're not fully attentive. Talking is the main cognitive distraction while driving because it deals with your mind focusing on what you are saying rather than paying attention to the road. So you're on the phone and you're talking to your family member, then you're only focusing on that. It's 80% of your attention goes to that, and the other 20% goes on the road. These type of distractions on the cell phone while driving or talking to the passenger in the car, it's not as serious, but you're still also, you're mainly listening to them. You're mainly thinking of them. These are the 3 types of dangers while not being cognitive in the car. The mild one is listening to the radio or audiobook. It still has to do with listening, but that's like the most mild one. I think everyone now listens to music on their radio while they're driving, but that can also be a distraction that you might not realize that is. The moderate danger is talking on a handheld cell phone or a free mobile device. Like I stated, you are mainly trying to listen to that person. You are mainly trying to understand what they're saying rather than focusing on the road. And then the super high danger is using voice-activated texting or email feature in your car or texting. Texting is a huge one, but even still with using the new voice activations, you still have to press a microphone button before you start speaking, and then you have to say something like you're still only thinking about that text. Another reason why drivers are distracted is because the hands are not on the wheel. This would be called manual distraction. Eating and drinking are the main components of distraction. So they're perfect solutions to this. Instead of trying to eat or drink while driving, eat and drink before you start driving or after, or just step up and take a bite of it when you stop at the stoplight. Or another example is messing around with the GPS while driving. Why couldn't you just wait, just do the GPS in the beginning, program it where you're trying to go, and then go, instead of trying to drive and then do the GPS. Or if you have a passenger, you can have someone pull the address on the GPS while you're driving, so that way that's their task. They could be focused on that while you're focused on driving. Or they can, or you can pull over, and on the side of the road is easy and simple. Just pull over and program in GPS, and then you can just go be on your way. The final indicators of why drivers are distracted because they're not paying attention to the road visually. One of the main reasons you may get distracted from driving is texting. And texting, the other big one, I know I keep talking about it, but I want you in your guys' head that texting is driving is not a good one. Or any type of insect or bug that flew in the car. I know I've had that time when a bee flew in my car and I kind of freaked out a little bit and was only worried about the bee trying not to sting me rather than focusing on the road. But if there are bugs in the car, just roll it down, roll the windows down, let it out, or pull over, roll the windows down, wait till it gets out. Anything you have to do that you have complete attention on the road. And also another thing is looking at billboards or construction works or other accidents. I can't tell you how many times I see people when they drive by accident, they keep on looking at the accident as they drive. You don't want to be in one of those accidents, so that's why you want to pay attention to the road. I mean, it's okay for you to be concerned, but you're not going to help by not looking at the road. So after discussing all of these things, how we cannot be distracted drivers, pull over to the side of the text, or fix your GPS to find where you're going before you go, and then expect the unexpected, stay focused and pay attention to your surroundings. After discussing all these things, you can be distracted. We have learned why it's so important to not be distracted while driving, and we have to learn how to prevent being narcissistic and not to be distracted while driving.